lunch. Hard to believe it's November 1st, the first day of November, and the first Tuesday, so we're here for coach's lunch. But I can't believe we're kind of winding down on the fall side. Still a lot left, but then we're going to talk some preseason basketball too, so that'll be kind of exciting. So one thing, I'm not going to stand up here and sing by any means, but please wish Joel a happy birthday today. He is the big 5-0. So before you leave, make sure you wish him a happy birthday.
God,
I think that officially makes him older than me for a month or two. So that's a good thing.
Wiser.
Oh yeah, wiser. Okay, you got 2 months on me. So, but we have women's basketball. They were going to do a preview, but they are actually on their way to Vermilion to play an exhibition game against USD tonight. So they won't be around for this particular coaches show, but I'm sure Jerry will keep you up to date when we have that at Murphy's next week. Couple other things, men's basketball they're going to preview, and of course we'll have Lauren and Coach Floor talk about. We have some milestones I think we've hit with some different things, and volleyball still looking for some playoff hopes here coming up with that. So our next lunch will be December 6th on a Tuesday, so don't forget that, the first Tuesday. And with that, we'll have Eric starting off to talk about some basketball.
Oh, good afternoon, or almost afternoon. Not quite there. It's good to see everybody. I'm going to make this quick because my chicken's getting cold over here. But it's good to be here. We're excited to get going. Before I get going, I do want to just say great job with the fall sports. Really enjoyed watching them all play this fall. Got a chance to see the golfers go. We didn't see the runners this year. Usually we help out the cross-country meet. We didn't do that this year, but I know they've had a good season. But with football and volleyball, what an exciting time to be a Hard Rocker. So a great job by them getting us started for the year. Appreciate it. And also thanks for putting pressure on at the same time. Okay, so but we're really excited ourselves to get going. We've had one scrimmage, and we are getting ready to do another one. We're going to meet Northern State over in Chamberlain on Thursday and do a scrimmage over there. And then we get going next week. We head down to Texas, all the way down to the border, Laredo and Kingsville, Texas. Play that little series that we've been able to play the last probably 7-8 years. Been a lot of fun playing that. It's a great series for us, and our non-conference slate is really a good slate for us. Again, this year, I think it's important that we play a good, strong non-conference schedule to prepare us for the conference season. And we'll be playing a really good one. And so it starts out that Texas trip, and then the following weekend, I know is a big one. I know the Hard Rock Club is setting up a press box, or not press box, alumni event and stuff in Sioux Falls. When we go over there, we're going to play a University of Augustana and then Minnesota State and Moorhead over there. And so that'll be fun. We play them at the Pentagon. They're kind of early matinees that day. We got bumped because of the G League uses the same facility as us. So it's a very early tip the first day against Augustana. We actually are 10 o'clock our time, 11 o'clock their time. And then we're going to tip the next day at 1 o'clock their time against Minnesota. So we'll at least get home at a decent hour. And that'll be about the only time this year that happens. So come back from those Colorado trips, it's usually about 3 or 4 in the morning. But you know, our team is going to be very familiar faces. We do have a couple of new ones that are going to be vying for some spots within the program. But you know, really, we've got a good core nucleus coming back. We're really excited for them. Brought one of them with me here in Colton, and he'll get a chance to come up here and talk to you. You know, between him and Brevin, and then Ollie, when he gets coming back, it's going to be 3 really solid guys that actually last year put up some really strong numbers. And if we get ourselves in the playoffs last year, I'm pretty sure that 2 out of the 3, if not all 3 of them, receive some kind of all-conference recognition. And so, you know, those are great guys for us to have. You know, we missed at the end last year Keegan Smith, who also had a pretty good season last year. Once we moved him to a new spot, he really bought into his position that we kind of moved him to last year, and was playing really well until he had injured his foot last year. So with those 4 coming back, we're really excited to see what they can do and take us to another level. We needed to add some depth, and we did that. We've had some guys that are in the program that actually have gotten better over the last summer and stuff. And Bryce Sherrill has really done a good job for us. And but 2 new guys coming in, one of them being drawing blank real quick with new names, is Kyle. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, he's about 6'5". You can't miss him. He's about 6'5", 225. And he plays the guard position.
Wow.
Okay, and so he's really learning the system pretty quickly right now. You know, his first week was a little shaky, but you know, he played really well. He had 10 rebounds in our scrimmage the other day against Western Nebraska Community College, and that's an area that we really needed some work in. And so he's doing a great job of understanding that. He can also shoot it really well, and he can score around the rim with that big body he is also. So he's doing a really good job with that. We do have Jaki Pravanik, who is a shooter, combo guard for us out of Slovenia. Okay, and we'll test your geography. He's from Kranj, Slovenia, if anybody knows where that's at. Okay, but he's a really good shooter for us. He's going to play a little bit at the combo for us. And but he's going to be a guy that can really stretch the floor and open up some gaps for some of our playmakers to be able to get through there. And then of course Colton, you got Colton Mortensen, and then also Colton Frigoli, who's playing a combo spot for us. Right now he's playing our starting point guard position, and he's doing a really good job. Had an excellent scrimmage against WNCC, and there's really anxious to see continuous growth going in that position going forward. So those are kind of the main guys that we have right now setting up for us. And there's still some competitions. We got a couple freshmen yet that are learning, but it's nice to be in a position. We haven't been in this position probably in about 4 or 5 years where we actually have upperclassmen, and our freshmen are looking like freshmen with our upperclassmen. So they're doing a good job, but they just don't have the experience yet. And it's nice to see that our upperclassmen are playing like upperclassmen and actually playing really well for those spots right now. You know, like I said, I don't want to take too long. It's going to be a fun year. The conference is going to be unbelievably competitive. Black Hills has everybody back from an unbelievable run that they had last year. Colorado Mines is going to be extremely tough. Again, they have most of their guys back, plus they added 2 D1 transfer graduates to their roster. Mesa has everybody back. Pueblo has everybody back. And so it's just going to be a really, really fun year in the RMAC when it comes to basketball. It's going to be a strong league. And then we're proving as a league that we're getting better. Last year, the fact that we had 2 teams in the championship of the NCAA regional set the tone that, you know, we're getting better as a league as well. And so it's just, if you're a basketball person, every night's going to be a dogfight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we enjoy it, actually. We love the competition, and we're just trying to raise our level to get back up in there where we've been. So, anybody questions-wise? Nothing at all, great. Okay. Again, good luck the rest of the season to the fall teams. And then I'm going to bring up Colton here, and he'll tell you a little bit about himself. If you have any questions for him, just feel free to pepper him pretty good with some questions, okay? All right, it's Colton.
So as I said, I'm Colton Mortensen. I'm a senior this year at School of Mines, studying industrial engineering and engineering management. Yeah, I'm just really excited about this year to make a run after last year. I thought we had a lot of really close games that kind of came down to the end that we weren't able to finish, that really sit in my gut. I'm excited to get back at it this year and hopefully win those games so we can make a little bit of a run. I'm originally from Utah, a little more about myself, but I don't know if there's any more questions for me.
And you had a big announcement this year.
Oh, I got engaged over the summer, so I'm getting I'll be getting married next summer after I graduate. So, yeah.
Colton, you had a really good year last year. As you look forward to this year, what would you like to improve on in your game? What do you think you want to get better?
I think the biggest improvement that I want to improve on my game is, for one, defensively. Like I can stay in front of, trying to stay in front of the more quicker guys a little bit better. Like that was something I lacked in last year when I got put out on those more athletic 4 guards or 4 positioning, and something I've been trying to improve on so I can stay in front of them. As well as on offensively, I was more of a catch and shoot 3 guy in the post guy, and I would like to, when people do come fly out me at the 3, but I can dribble inside and finish off the dribble as well. So those are the 2 main parts of my game I want to improve. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do besides play basketball or study?
Right now, I love just being outdoors, whether it's hiking or, I mean, right now I can't do a lot of the things I do enjoy with snowboarding, wakeboarding, like mountain biking, that kind of stuff I try to avoid.
Just wait till you get married.
Yeah, I guess we'll see next year what happens. But yeah, I just enjoy the outdoors mainly. Yeah. Any other questions?
Goals or plans for after graduation? Get into?
So right now I've kind of been applying around to different jobs, interviewing, just kind of seeing, because I don't know if I really know what industry I want to specifically get into, so I've been applying to multiple different industries, whether it's like consultant engineering or working on like a production floor or something of that nature. And then, I mean, obviously I'd love to look at my options in Europe. I don't know if that's a possibility, but if it is, I'd love to end up there. If not, then I just go work, you know? So, we'll see. That's it.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Thanks for being here. This is a big crowd. I like it. So we just got off of our last home conference weekend. This coming weekend is our last regular season conference weekend. We are currently sitting at 8th in conference. We are 7-9 in conference currently. We play Shadron on Friday, which is fun for us because we love to play Shadron. We just love everything about going down there, and we love eating Subway once a year. We love their facilities. It's just, there's something about playing at Shadron. It's fun, it's gritty, it's exciting. Girls get excited to play there, so we're looking forward to that, and then we get to go play at Mines. So we'll head to Colorado Mines Saturday morning, go play them at 5 o'clock, and definitely we're hoping to rattle some cages. This past weekend, we beat Pueblo in 3 on Friday night, which was a real fun match. It's the first time in our program's history that we've ever beaten Pueblo, which is good for us. And you know, Pueblo's been sitting. They haven't been nationally ranked yet this year, but they've been receiving votes. They've been sitting around like that 27, 28 spot nationally. This week, they weren't receiving votes anymore, so we feel kind of good about doing that. They're a really tough team, and we played some really good volleyball. So if you were watching us on Friday night, I think you can understand what I'm talking about. Saturday was senior night. We have 7 seniors on our roster, which is very big. A lot of seniors. They're amazing, amazing people. So we had a lot of fun honoring them. Our underclassmen in our big freshman class, they did such a great job, just like decorating the gym and all the things that get their seniors. It was just such a nice moment for our seniors, and we dropped a match in 4 to UCCS. I think honestly our emotions kind of got the best of us, which is a good learning experience for us. But it is what it is. We're still in a great spot to go to playoffs. That's our #1 goal. That's been our goal since we got into playoffs 2 years ago and couldn't go because we got COVID. So we just want to have that opportunity. And our seniors obviously want to do that too, because they fought for that since they got here on campus. And they got that opportunity when we made playoffs 2 years ago, and then, you know, COVID was tough, but we want to do it. We want to go, we want to play, we want to compete. So that's what we're fighting for right now. It's been a really fun season, a regular season. I think we've competed very well. We've been really tough. I really feel like we've disturbed a lot in our conference, so we're just looking to get better all the time. But yeah, we go away, like I said, to Shadron Mines this weekend, and then based on how things go, we will play in playoffs next weekend. It'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday setup. So I'll be host of the #1 site, which right now looks like MSU Denver. They haven't dropped a match in conference yet. They've only dropped 1 match in general. They're still #1 in the country, so they're probably going to host. So if we make playoffs, we'll head to MSU Denver probably on Wednesday, and hopefully ruin some seasons. So I brought Cassie with me. Cassie, you want to come up? So this is Cassie Luce. Cassie is one of our 7 seniors. She's also one of our team captains. I think I have a lot of great things to say about Cassie, and I thought it was important for me to bring her here today because the impact she's made on our program has been so huge. She is one of our setters, so we have 2 setters on our team. Kylie Metzger is our starting setter. She runs a 5-1 meeting. She plays all the time. And Cassie is her counterpart. So I think, like most coaches know, the hardest job on any team, for any athlete, is to be a player that doesn't get a whole lot of playing time. Because you put in the same amount of work, if not more, than every player on that team, and you don't get to shine as much. It's not hard to be a star, and I think that's the thing that we learn in college athletics. So it's important to kind of highlight Cassie because, like most football coaches now, your backup quarterback is just as important as your starting quarterback. Wouldn't you say, Charlie?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Cassie, she knows the game extremely well. She leads Kylie so well. She understands her teammates. She understands what they need, what motivates them, what gets them going. She understands our team. The thing that makes Cassie such a great leader is she's tough. She has incredibly high standards. She never lets anyone get below them. She doesn't tolerate a whole bunch of crap. She definitely keeps everyone in line. So for me, having a captain like Cassie and a leader like Cassie as a senior, it's such a refreshing thing to know that I can just do my job and Cassie's going to take care of pretty much everything else. So it's been such a wonderful time having her by my side for 4 years, and I feel like her senior year she's grown up so much and really just become a phenomenal leader, phenomenal person, and I think she's got a great future ahead of her. Hopefully we can keep her in Rapid City forever. But I'll let her introduce herself, and then if you have questions for me or questions for her, please ask us, because we'd love to answer them.
So, Rich said, I'm Cassie. I'm a senior business management and technology major. I'll graduate in December, but I'm choosing to stay and walk in spring with all of my buddies. And I actually took a job with Enterprise here in Rapid, so I'll be around for a little bit. So,
Questions?
I'm sure you've had many memories while you attended Mines, but specifically, maybe what's one of the more memorable moments you had as a volleyball player?
there's a lot. I don't know, for me, it's more not so much like playing volleyball, it's like the outside of volleyball. Like, my big class is 7, we have a lot of good memories together, and I think one of the funniest ones this year alone was Deja, one of our middles. We were going on, I would say, the longest bus trip of the season, and Deja left her phone all the way in Rapid City. So she had nothing to do the entire 18-hour bus ride. And it was kind of funny because we have her location on our, like, Find My Friends, and it's like just getting further away. And she was just staring out the window the whole time. And she's like trying to play on other people's phones, and it was really funny.
But if anyone can survive without their
It's
phone,
Deja.
she doesn't answer texts.
Tell me the exact scenario that's got to happen for us to make the playoffs.
Well, if people lose, there's potential we could be in it anyway. If we beat Chadron, we're in it. If we beat one match, we're in it. If we beat UCSS on Saturday, we would have been in it. So I think it's, we're not going to leave it up to anyone else. So it's got to be up to us, and we're going to go take care of business on Friday. And we battled Mines last time we played them. And Mines is good. I mean, they're still nationally ranked. They're top 20 in the country, but I don't think they're as good as they have been in the past few years. They're just consistent. So if you kind of knock them out of their comfort zone, then I think they're a beautiful team. And again, we just have to do our thing and take care of business like a club. All right, well, thank you, and thank you guys for supporting us so much this season. I have to say we've had some of the biggest crowds that I've ever had since I've been here at our volleyball games consistently throughout the season, and it's because of all of you. So thank you for supporting us.
It is afternoon now, so I will say afternoon. Good afternoon. Glad to see everybody. It's good to be back here at Pizza Ranch to, again, get more people in here and experience and talk about Hard Rocker athletics. again, good luck to the basketball and the winter sports. I know Jerry's gone with her ladies team, but definitely looking forward to watching you guys grow, and then obviously our volleyball team and cross country and then golf. I've been able to make to a lot of them. Again, it's, you know, a lot of people talk about the growth of our athletic department and what it's all about. I really feel just the connection that we have as coaches together and trying to get our student athletes to go out and support one another has really helped accelerate our play within the athletic department. So again, we appreciate all the support that we get by the other sports, as well as the alumni and fans here in Rapid City. So I think everybody stopped breathing Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night felt a lot better. Like I was telling a few people, there's a reason you pay full price, and we want to make sure because you pay full price, you're getting the full experience. So we were definitely able to do that, and you know, very proud of our kids. You know, it's one of those things, and Eric kind of touched on a little bit. Within the RMAC, there's so much parity in regards to, you know, just college sports in general. And you know, you go back and you look at the football team we played on film, on paper, you know, they're a 2-6 football team, you know, that really don't have a whole lot of things going. But then when you watch those guys live, they're a very tough, disciplined football team. And you know, it just goes to show us and everybody else within the league, it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You got to show up and play hard for us for a full 60 minutes. And we had to do it for 59 and a half. And, you know, I was very proud of our kids. You know, historically, those games haven't typically gone our way. And that was the one thing we talked about within our senior leadership council on Sunday night is, you know, how much our kids have grown together, stuck together in those tough situations, and knew one phase of the game was going to feed off of the other one. And, you know, it was really big for us offensively in that game. I think there was 7:58 on the clock in the fourth quarter, and we were essentially able to march down the field. We didn't score a touchdown, but at least we were able to put points on the board and eat about six and a half minutes off of the clock and keep their offense on the field. And then obviously the 2-minute drive that our defense was able to stop them was big for us, especially from a confidence standpoint. So there's a lot of those things within that football game on Saturday that we grew from and will continue to grow from, that we've got to continue to learn from. This week we got a very big game, which is a good thing for us. You know, we go down to CSU Pueblo and play another team that's very identical to us. They're 6-3 overall. They're 5-2 in the conference, and both teams still have a lot to play for when you look at it. And it's their senior day down there, and we know it's going to be a real tough contest. They're on a 5-game win streak right now, and you know, I know Coach Risten's done a really good job of, again, growing his football team this year, not the way they wanted to start. But the thing we've continued to talk about is really not who we're playing. We've got to continue to focus on us. Right now, I've only got 2 more weeks guaranteed with this great group. We've got 17 seniors that have done a phenomenal job of helping us build our program to what we want to do, and they've got to continue to, you know, get stronger and get better. What did I tell you guys? We have, 4 more times you guys will be in full pads. As crazy as that sounds, 2 more practices that we go full pads, and then the 2 games. So, you know, our time's getting a little bit more limited every single day, and we've got to continue to show up for practice and make the most of every opportunity that we get. So, you know, we're really excited about this week. Great weather-wise for us, where we can get outside and continue to get better, and you know, hopefully go down and win, which would be great again for our program. Something we haven't done. We finished the season 5-0 on the road, which is a huge milestone for us. And then get ready for next week. You know, next week for us, not trying to look ahead, is our senior day. So look forward to having everybody out on the 12th of November to come out and support our 17 seniors, who again have done a really good job of helping us continue, you know, the things that we want to do within our football program. So I'm going to bring Kendall Johnson up. Come on up, Kendall. Kendall's a senior defensive back. He's number 5. I know a lot of you don't get to be able to see him without his helmet on, so Kendall's number 5. But he's a senior DB from Phoenix, Arizona. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Kendall.
Yeah, as Coach said, I'm Kendall from Phoenix, senior in industrial engineering. I'll be graduating next spring. So yeah, looking forward to just closing out the season pretty strong, and open up to some questions.
Kendall, what are you going to do with your career?
What was that?
What are you going to do with your career?
What do you mean?
What do you want to do after you graduate? What do you want to get a job at?
Alright, yeah. Well, I'm thinking I'm probably going to go work with the place I internship with this summer. They're a great company. It's called Blattner Energy. It's a renewable resource company. They're building a bunch of wind farms and solar farms in like just like energy storages like around the country. So I was at the Paris location in Wisconsin on their solar farm, and I'm not sure if they're done with it yet, but I think they should be wrapping it up. But hope I can get out around there too and see where that takes me.
Campbell,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Talk about the improvement of the defense this year. I mean, it's been improving consistently over the last 3 years, but I think you guys have taken a big step forward this season. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, I definitely see it. I think like our group is just like really close, and like we're always encouraging each other, and like the coaches, they've been honest but been really solid about it too. So it's like we're all just like iron sharpening iron, and I think that's like what's helped us improve like each week, and like our goals like help us like stay focused on like what we do each week too.
I'm gonna steal Joel's question to Cassie, but what's been one of your most memorable moments as this time?
There's been a few, honestly. Like I think like when I look back at it, just kind of spending the time with the team, like kind of just being like on the buses, like on these road trips, and like just being in the locker room with all these guys and stuff. Just been really fun, just kind of just seeing how we've all gelled and everything. It's a good group of dudes in there, and that's kind of what's really made it memorable for me, at least this year.
Any other questions? Well, again, we appreciate all the support. Best of luck to Eric this week, tomorrow with his scrimmage, or Thursday. Best of luck to women's volleyball. Go get that thing done. We look forward to watching it this weekend. We're leaving early Friday morning to head down to Pueblo for a 2 o'clock contest down in CSU Pueblo. So then after that, we'll look forward to seeing everybody out for sure one last time this fall, November 12th. Against Chapman State for a big rivalry game. So thanks again, and have a great rest of your day.
Okay, just to finish up real quick, I guess I've been around long enough, which is a good thing, that now I've been able to see some of these kids for multiple years, and now to think about them leaving breaks my heart. But at the same time, I'm so excited to see what they do with their careers and what they do into their future. It's all about trying to make a good student athlete experience here at School of Mines, no matter who you are. I know the time the kids put in, but let alone the head coaches and a couple people. You don't really know what goes on behind the scenes of an athletic event until you're part of it. So we have Cassie here for the internal part. We have Josh here, Brad, Anita, Joel too. Everybody has a hand in what it takes to make it all work. So please give everybody a quick round of applause just for their time and energy that they put in. Because it truly is a team that makes it all come together. And make sure you go to GoRockers.com. You can catch all this live stream this weekend, whether it be volleyball, football, catch it all. But thank you guys for coming. You guys are what makes us go. Your support, just showing up at the games, the contributions for the scholarships. I mean, that's what makes this whole thing work. So we appreciate you, and we'll see you on December 6th, the first Tuesday of that month. Thanks so much. Go Rockers.
Think about it. One more.
Get out. Yep. Thanks, KJ. Good job.